You too. It's Tone. Back with another one for you. So this one is interesting. This is what the fuck is the book called? Oh, the land patent book. So this is a little more about the information regarding the land patents and what a deed is and what the land patent is and shit. And so this makes reference to what the courts ruled on some of these topics when they were brought before them. So what we have here is it's called Washbourne Treatise on the American Law of Real Property, paragraph 118, page 59. Apparently that's the book, right? So here it says the deed equals color of title, which it is the color of title because a deed will usually have the state name on it, and then it'll have your name on it, and you'll be listed as the tenant or renter of your own property that you think that you own. Now, if the state's name is on your fucking title, you don't own that shit. It's in the state trust, and you're just a user of it. That's why they can take you to court and kick you the fuck out of your house, because you don't own it. And if you look at it and it has the state's name on it, then guess what? They fucking own that shit. That shit's in their trust. You haven't taken it and take it out of registration and make a record of it in the in your county's registrar office, right? That's where you want to get that done in order to claim actual title to it on the land. Otherwise, it's in admiralty or maritime jurisdiction if it's in a corporate or fictional jurisdiction, which is going to be what the state is. So patents are title. Your deed to your property is color of title, which I will explain later, and is not really title. Only patents are title. But you can get absolute title via the land patent. By now, you should be getting downright mad. You and most Americans have been duped and hog-woggled. What the fuck is that? Horns-woggled, plus some other for not print actions. If you are still involved in the political process, you should ask any politician you intend to vote for where he stands on this issue. If he verbally weasels, don't vote for him. I think you are entitled to know that your voter registration card is another one of those insidious adhesion contracts. Adhesion contracts, like I told you, so be careful about how you're signing things. You want to use UCC 1-308 or sign under your reservation of rights in that particular verbiage of that code if you don't want to use the code, because then you're still going to be safe from the adhesion contracts, which is what the fuck they do. They assume because you apply for a voter card that is meaning that you want a overlord and you're fucking consenting to be a subject of corporate policy at that point, you see? So this is how they do it. This is why you don't even really want to argue when you go into court. I think one of the most powerful statements you can make is an affidavit of rescission, rather than going in there and arguing any of their corporate copywritten codes and statutes, which do not fucking apply to anybody but them. They can only make rules for them, right? So if they want to be the author and have the authority, which is the key word of author, authority, that means that, are they the ones that wrote the book? Because I didn't fucking write the book. So if you think that you're a fucking authority, that implies that you're the author. So did you write the book? Because I didn't write the book. You didn't write the book. I'm not fucking with it. So who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Under what fucking authority? You have none. So the adhesion contract, the contract so heavily restrictive on one party, being the U.S. citizen, which is a fiction even at that. The U.S., United States, without America is a fucking fiction anyway. It's a corporate. It's a fucking corporation. How the fuck could you be a citizen to something that is not real? You can't. What the fuck, bro? Come on. People gotta wake the fuck up. So while non-restrictive of the other government that doubts arise as to the voluntary nature of the contract, take it or leave it basis, weaker party has no realistic choice as to its terms. John Liberty Sovereign American Handbook 1995. If you still have adhesion contracts with the corporate entity, then you need a course in the Uniform Commercial Code, which everybody should read. The Uniform Commercial Code. Read fucking creditors and their bonds. You people need to understand who it is that you are and who they're not. Now, when you understand that these people are all corporations, right here in the bottom, it says the entire taxing and monetary system are hereby placed under the UCC, the Federal Tax Lien Act of 1966. That means that everything that they're fucking talking about does not fucking matter. The UCC is what the fuck runs this whole shit. It's uniform. It's universally recognized throughout the whole world. There had to be something that everybody could be held accountable to and for and by, and that's the Uniform Commercial Code. That shit applies in every motherfucking country. Okay? So that's the real fucking law. You want to get down to fucking the brass tacks and shit? Uniform Commercial Code is the fucking law when you're dealing with corporations. Really that simple. So now when you start to understand how contracts work, then you understand your position and how to operate within that said contract. If there even is one. And that's what you need to fucking establish from jump anyway. Is there a fucking contract here? And if there is, it's fucking canceled, rescinded. I don't want to fucking any part of that shit. This shit was specifically designed to be for my benefit. I don't feel like I'm benefiting. I don't want to fucking deal with you motherfuckers. It's really that simple. And who gives a fuck how they take it? Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? And so it's really that simple. And trust me, when you start filing documents like I file, you're going to be alone in these courtrooms. Nobody else is going to be in the courtroom with you. It's going to be you and probably 2 or 3 dudes that aren't even wearing the black robes and shit. They're going to be switching fucking, changing out judges and all types of random ass shit is going to be happening. Watch. Watch, man. It isn't what you think it is. So, you know, those are some interesting points there. So then what we have here, what is it? It ain't so much what a man doesn't know that causes him so many problems, but what he knows or believes that actually ain't so, right? So what do you really know? And I mean, a wise man will let you know that we know nothing. We believe a lot of shit. We have a lot of fucking beliefs. But what the fuck can you really prove? What can you really fucking prove? And this is when you got to start to be honest with yourself. It's with like everything in your life in general. And this is when everything will change for you and you'll start doing fucking amazing things with your life when you realize that, you know, pretty much everything you fucking thought you knew was bullshit. It's a fucking lie. You know, get the fuck over it and move on. But then, you know, but learn about the game. Because it is a fucking game. It really is a game. You're just not playing it right. So when I explain allodial versus feudal and that deeds are not title but color of title, the enormity of what has happened to them like hit like a ton of bricks. Color of title is simply anything that appears to be title but isn't. Remember, according to our Supreme Court, land patents are the only title, right? So that means that warranty deeds, trust deeds, sheriff's deeds, tax deeds, and even wills are only color of title. The patent is the only evidence of the legal fee simple title. McConnell versus Wilcox, ISCAM, Illinois, 396, 1837. All right, so patent's right to the land is the title and fee. The patent, the fee simple, apparently that's what the shit is called, and the patent is required to carry the fee. Now, if there is any doubt where the title lies, and that anything but a perfected patent is color of title, the following U.S. Supreme Court decision will forever put that doubt to rest. All right? So these are codes and statutes that you're going to want to bring with you and file into the record and things like that. Always make sure you got your case down packed. You want your paperwork to speak for you, you shouldn't even have to say a fucking word. Right? You shouldn't have to say a fucking word. And if you do, that means your paperwork was not on point. Me personally, I'm not even trying to talk to these motherfuckers to be 100% real with you, because that's how they'll trick you into their bullshit. Asking you questions that you fucking think you know the answer to, but they're talking a different language. They're speaking legalese, and you're talking English. You know what I mean? You're talking about words that come out of a fucking Webster dictionary, and they're talking Black's Law. That's black magic that they're fucking putting on you. You know what I'm saying? Right? Why do you think he's wearing a fucking black dress? Shit is all black. It's low magic. It's black magic. And they're not even that good at it. They just running a fucking script, hoping that the keywords hit. And the keywords are hitting you, bang, 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 you're fucking hypnotized and you don't even know what the fuck's going on. That's all they're doing to you. All they're doing to you. So here, voluntary U.S. citizen. Like, I don't know what the fuck that this group even is. It was just part of the documentation, so I'm not advertising for them or none of that shit. So I really won't speak on it, but you can see it there. So, voluntary U.S. citizen. Rescind your status. I already did all that shit. You send that shit to the fucking, when you do your UCC1 package and all that, you send them your certification of sovereignty and all that shit. And you fucking rescind the fake U.S. corporation and all that shit. So, and I'll probably even be doing that shit again soon in court. I'll bring that shit with me. So that way they have it fucking documented so they can't pretend to ever have not gotten it. Now, this does not mean that it applies to you unless you are still a voluntary U.S. citizen. If you are, and you have a reason to rescind your status, but would like a quick and easy way to stop paying property tax, apparently these people here will send you a book that you can go ahead and read there. So why would anyone want to be a federal citizen? Once you know, and you don't even have to fucking do all that shit either. You can just have them send you the bill and you fucking accept that shit for value and send it to the fucking, either the comptroller's office in your state or right down to the fucking treasury. Take it, stamp it, boom, fucking accept it, and they'll take it right out of your fucking estate. Really that simple. You don't ever have to end up in fucking, tax bills and fights and fucking have them seize your goddamn house over something so fucking simple when you could just fucking do a A4V on it, right? So why would anyone want to be a federal citizen? Once you know what has been done to you, or should I say what is about to be done to you, the only reason I could see would be if you have retired, you are drawing SSI, and this is your only sustenance, or if for reasons beyond your control, you are getting benefits from corporate state for a conditional rendering. You are unable to provide for yourself and your family, otherwise get out, declare your sovereignty. The benefits are awesome. The sense of power, lack of frustration will add 10 more years to your life. I don't know how valid that claim is. They're saying it'll add 10 more years. I think it will too. The feeling of being truly free is one of the most fantastic feelings on earth. They can enslave my body, but my mind and soul are truly free, and that's a motherfucking fact, right? I hope you can say the same thing. My most fervent prayer is that someday every American can experience that feeling, and that fucking liberation is mind-blowing. And that's why, I don't give people everything that they fucking ask for, because these are some things that you need to read and realize on your own, because it's a fucking emotional process when you go through all this. You're gonna go through every fucking emotion. You're gonna be mad that they lied to you. You're gonna be happy that you found out, and you're gonna get pulled in a million different fucking directions. But in the end, you're gonna have grown as a person in so many ways, and it's not gonna be as easy to fucking fool you anymore. And so that's the biggest thing, is to realize how easy it is to get fucking fooled, and then you realize that everybody around you is still fucking sleeping. And then you're probably gonna lose a bunch of people around you because they're still stuck in the matrix. They're still hypnotized. So liberty lies in the hearts of men and women. When it dies, no constitution, no law, no court can. Hold on, I gotta switch that slide. No court can save it. Where do you stand, citizen? Judge Learned Hand, 1961. That is a very good question. Where do you stand? I am a sovereign American. I know who I am. Ergo, this book and seminars join me, and together we can save American land. Me personally, I'm an American national. I was born in America, and I'm a citizen of the whole fucking nation, the whole country. That's how that works, and I have land rights to all of it. I have birthrights to all of it. The minerals, the fucking water, the trees, the fucking animals, right? You have that. You have that. Don't let them take that shit from you, because they will if you don't fucking stand up and fucking claim that shit. Stop being pussies and get up and fucking claim that shit. They can't do nothing about it. Stand the fuck up. Chapter 3, Color of Title. Make no mistake, the corporate, state, and federal governments want the American people to believe our system of land ownership is the feudal type, and that they have a allodial title vested in the state. They also don't want you to believe that you are indeed sovereign. Sovereigns cannot be taxed nor regulated without their consent, and the government believes that we would not give that consent, nor would we pay taxes. Bet your fucking ass we won't, and we're not going to. And what are you going to do about it? Nothing. So, and give them an affidavit, point for point. Be like, yo, bro, look, if you really honestly believe in your fucking heart that I'm obligated to fucking perform for you in any way, shape, or form, here's your fucking chance to put that shit on paper. Put that shit on fucking paper and sign that shit. Go ahead. You won't. They can't. They don't. Our governments also believe that we don't have the sense to be loose, much less govern ourselves. Actually, the foregoing are very dumb. You might even say stupid beliefs. I have found the very first objection when faced with the shocking revelation, a solid citizen's question how we will keep our country running and provide what little services it does. They don't even fucking do anything. They want to have you fucking believe without them that the whole shit would just fucking hit the fan out here. Bro, you guys don't fucking do. I mean, they're fucking vampires and leeches. They don't produce a fucking thing. And this brings me on to another fact, which is, how the fuck would you ever be able to take a benefit from a fucking servant of yours? They don't even fucking have money. They don't fucking provide shit. They bring zero value. All the benefits that they claim that you have ever taken has been drawn from your estate. If anybody takes the benefit, it's them. It's them that's taking the fucking benefit. Your servant is taking the benefit, not you. Right? That's why they ask you for your social. Why? Because they're drawing it from your fucking estate. There is no benefit to be taken from a fucking servant. It's not possible. It doesn't even fucking work. How the fuck does that shit even make sense? That's another fucking mind game psyop that they like to play by making you think because you're getting fucking health insurance or fucking food stamps supposedly from them, or really from you. Where you getting it from? Where you getting it from to give to me? From my fucking estate. So just fucking cut it out. Cut it the fuck out. It's all fucking mind games to fuck with you. That's what it is. The real thinkers come unglued, and another U.S. citizen bites the dust, and a sovereign is born. The usual clincher of color of title. Most folks believe that they own their own land. When asked, how can an entity that does not have equity interest take your property away from you for not paying taxes? They're at a complete loss to fucking explain. Of course you are, because you don't understand what's going on. You're just scared to death, right? Because you think that you only fucking live once, and you want to keep your little fucking one miserable life going for as long as you can keep it fucking going for without any fucking friction, and you'll be a slave until you fucking die. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. And probably have to swing around and do this shit over again because you fucking failed. You failed. It ain't so much what a man doesn't know that causes him so many problems, but what he knows or believes he knows that actually ain't so, right? So then you got to stop again and ask yourself, what the fuck do you really know? What do you really know? What research have you done to support what it is that you fucking believe that you know? What can you prove aside from the fact that somebody points at a book and tells you that it's so? Who the fuck wrote that book? Why should you give a fuck who wrote that book? You know what I'm saying? Think about that shit. So that's what I got for you for now. Until we meet again.